Well, I thought I'd give you an update on my elevated. I've added this section over here that we're looking at right now, and each one of these viaducts are 36 inches. So I've got two black viaducts, that is 6 feet right there, and then the Lionel bridge is just basically, well, it's more than 12, but about well, it's 16 inches. That's what we've got there. And those Lionel sides, I just unscrewed them from the regular Lionel bridge and just mounted them right there on the scaffolding, and it works quite nice. Doesn't hurt the collectability of it. You can pull it right off, you can take it apart and put it back together and run it original as was. So I've got it about half done, and I think what I'm going to have to do over here is I'm going to have to add some more support. I think that's going to be too wide, even with the pegboard, which is what I'm using for a road bed. I like the pegboard because it's got the holes in it. I can set it up, I can tie things down quite easily. That's 1 gauge and 0 gauge, and I think we're going to have plenty of room to pass each other. It doesn't look like it's going to present a real problem. I will pull all this apart eventually, and it will all be spray painted black. The woodwork will be black. It'll make it look like creosote. So I've got the hardest part is coming up, and that's the curve down here. This, I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to easily jump all these tracks, and I gotta jump it just right, and it's got to be enough support and enough width that the stuff can be supported from the top, and yet the trains running underneath of it can get under it without catching it and tearing it all down, which I've already changed a few things because it was too tight. That's how it looks down through there, and everything is fine. Everything misses. It's all high enough to take even the biggest of my standard gauge. The only thing you can't run underneath there, of course, is a 219 crane. But other than that, everything is fine. Plenty of room on the sides, and it seems to be pretty good bench work, because this right here is a 1938 Scale-Craft O-gauge mountain, and that thing weighs around 12 or 13 pounds, and that's not including the tender. And I got some O-gauge that's even heavier than that. I think my only concern is whether or not it would tip it over, since it's on the far outside. I may anchor some of these just in case. We'll just have to see. I don't want to have it take a tumble off on the floor after I spend as much time as I have with it. But that's how it's coming along. I think it's going to do real nice, and I'm looking forward here in the next few months of getting it finished, so that I can start running it. Like I say, I'm trying to debate as to how to do the curve here, but once I've got that figured out, why, it'll be pretty much done. So just thought I'd show you how things were going.